Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Teesha, and today we're going to do our January empties video. And I don't have as much as I usually do because I've been doing a lot of decluttering, using a lot of my Project Use It Up items, which were all pretty fresh at the beginning of January, so I didn't get through that many yet. And then also kind of focusing in on a lot of those little items, those little samples you get and things. I've been just kind of putting a lot of effort into that because those add up too. So I did use up enough. Like I'm super good. Also, I told you guys my wallflowers have been super weird and like they're not draining or, using up the oil. I've started them all at the very last week of December. They're all still like half full. So it is what it is. I can get a very light scent from them, but I do know that they've all kind of worn down. They're all probably about a year old, but like some of them are newer. Like a couple of them were like purchases for Sass. And I'm just kind of surprised by that. So I'm just going to keep an eye on them and see what's going on. Maybe I just got some like Sass wax refills, or not wax, oil refills that were crazy. But yeah, I didn't have any of those to change out yet. There's a few getting close, but I figured I'll just throw all that into February. That was a long disclaimer. So we're going to jump right in. I always share Bath & Body Works at the end because it is the most, so I can kind of get through all the other categories. But I did want to say, because I don't say it in every video, thank you all so much for all the sweet comments, all the subscribers that have joined our channel here. And it's ours because, like I said, I wouldn't be here without you guys. So I don't feel like you could just have a channel by yourself. I mean, maybe, yeah, you could. But if I didn't have your comments to come back to and ideas to bounce off of, I wouldn't still be doing this. So thank you all so much. And like I said, the word of the month was organized. So, I'm really organizing my schedule. I've organized my phone, just my filming and like editing schedule. So I do hope to do some more fun interactive things with you guys, but a part of that is the Project Use It Up. So you will see a few of those items in here, but we're going to definitely do a dedicated video very soon to do an update on that so that we're all like, oh yeah, those items we want to use up, better get up, move on it. So first off, I'm just going to start with these little samples. I've just, over the time, I don't want to say years, but like over several years, a lot of times with Sephora, I'll always choose a perfume sample or even Ulta. Sometimes I get those little kits, and I'll have the redeemer for the roller ball or the travel spray. I think once I've done like a 1 ounce, but usually I get the cheaper ones. But a lot of this can accumulate. And so I just wanted to share with you a few that I really enjoyed. I don't remember to keep every single one, but I'm working my way through, and then I just don't plan to actually save those. I'm going to use them when I get them. They're only like maybe 1 week use of each perfume, or a couple of uses depending on how like light the fragrance is or how deep it is. So I used up a Giorgio Armani My Way, and this is like sweet marshmallow candy. I used up a Juliet Has a Gun EDP, I don't know the full name, but this is nice and clean and fresh. I also used up a replica Dancing on the Moon. I've always wanted to own more replica perfumes, but so when I do get a sample, I'm always savoring it. This is a nice like floral fresh scent. And then my last one I'm sharing with you is number 3 Empties Dolce & Gabbana, and this one was like a fresh floral. So those are all gone. Those are ones I just had picked up and used until they were gone. That was my rule. And then, like I said, we're going to do those other few items first. So this is a very boring item, but I have been really having a dry scalp lately, and this has been so helpful. This is the Head & Shoulders. I don't really suffer from dandruff, but I definitely get a dry scalp right now at this time of year. Like my whole body's dried out. I'm just getting old and dry. But this is a dry scalp care daily hair and scalp conditioner, and I'm telling you, it's color safe as well. This is so good. This, I was having like, I do like use like Bedhead shampoo and conditioner, different brands, but I was having itchy hair and I was like, oh my gosh, like what's going on? Look at my head. I work with little children and everyone's like, there's nothing there. This has almond oil in it, and one wash, I was able to like feel a relief because it was like every day. Now I do usually use like a heat protectant and some sprays. So in the summer and my head stays oily enough. I have curly hair, wavy hair. So I definitely never suffered from dry hair, but I am just telling you guys, like if you're looking for something from the drugstore, that is your best friend with a dry scalp, because I don't like feeling like I have something else going on, if you know what I mean. So this was another sample. Is a Sephora Super Serum Ultra Glow, and I just use this like for a couple uses at night. And the only reason I even kept it to talk about it was super easy to use. It just moisturized, and then I added this in with my moisturizer, and I actually kind of felt like my skin was a little glowy after that. So here's a little close-up. You would actually have to buy like a full size. This was just a sample. I don't even know if it's there. I think it's, hopefully that's better for you all. But, you know, this line is very unaffordable at Sephora. So if you're ever in the, you know, market for skincare, the reason I like Sephora is there's like a ton of reviews. Like you don't have to do your own searching. There's 5,000 reviews on that product. So you can read through them and kind of be like, oh yeah, this would work for me or this wouldn't work for me. I really like that. Something I would never, so that's that's something I would buy in the future. The Head and Shoulders, I'm trying to do a better job about talking about the repurchasing. I think that's the most important part of sharing empties, or else I'm just literally going through my garbage can with you all. Head and Shoulders has already been repurchased. And the Perfume Samples, I already bought the Armani My Way, but those I just use up to use up. So this is a no for me. I don't really like Glam Glow skincare. It was something back in the day that we all like, ooh, this is what all the influencers are using. If you watch like makeup, YouTube and things like that. But I just have never had a good reaction to these. So these were just little mud masks, but I don't know what I even paid for this set. There's actually 3, and I had used 1 up and then used 2 up this month, and this one just had a little bit left. But I wouldn't even go too far into depth with these with you guys because I just use these to use them up. This is the Youth Mud. This is Thirsty Mud. And so each of them have a little bit different ingredients. And then this one is the Flash Mud. But you know, you're supposed to be able to essentially with this mix a mask for like combos, mix and match the masks. Try to say that. That's not that easy to say. To work with your combo skin issues. But I don't like these, and I didn't like the way my skin felt, and they're expensive, and I just feel like drugstore stuff's something I'd rather talk about with you all. So there's that. Something I absolutely would repurchase and have. I got this in like a little sample kit, but I could tell a difference in my skin just using this sample. This is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow. It's really hard to talk sometimes. Niacinamide Dewdrops. So the Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewdrops. So these were really good. I think that I can't remember now if I mixed them. It's got a hyaluronic acid, so do your research on that. I think I use these once to twice a week, and I can't remember if I used them before or after my moisturizer now because it's been a little bit. But when I use these, I really could tell a difference, and that's all I really can say. Like my skin was just a little bit more plump, a little bit more ready for whatever I was going to put on it. And so this isn't even what the bottle will look like. It's like in a little egg-shaped pink bottle, but if you were to look up Glow Recipe, this would pop up because it's one of their most popular products. It's a Korean skincare brand, and every product I've tried from this has been amazing, but that was just a little sample guy. Okay, so this was a Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Marine Boosting Spray. I love face sprays, so I just wanted to use this up because I didn't need to keep it in my collection, but this is just a really nice spa experience. Like if you wash your face, and I get a little red after, I always love to put on a calming spray. I have another one to share with you too, but this was my favorite forever. The Rainforest of the Sea line, I still believe Tarte uses and sells to this day. I, however, haven't used it in, well, besides these little samples I get, and this was probably like a 100-point perk at Sephora or something. So I spent $100 to get you. But basically, I haven't used this line since I would say like 2017, but it is a really nice line. It's simple ingredients, it's clean. So if you're in the market for skincare, this is a brand that you could look up. It's a little more pricey, but not like crazy. So like you've got a spectrum, just like everything. There's some things at the drugstore that are amazing. There's some things at the drugstore that are way overpriced. Drunk Elephant has some amazing products, but also they have $100 serums and things. You just have to kind of know yourself and what you want to spend. But for that step, I would definitely keep it in my routine. I don't do like 10 steps of skincare. I always cleanse, always moisturize. And I like sprays because they target areas of your skin where you get dry. And a lot of times some of your breakouts is from having dry, overly used skin. So, you know, where I'm keeping my mask, I've really been enjoying a spray because like that area just gets touched all day by that cloth and it's irritated almost all of the time because by the end of the weekend when it feels like it feels good, I go back into wearing it all the time. And some of us aren't wearing them anymore, which is super cool. But like I said, there's other things, you know, eczema, you know, people suffer from eczema, things like that. Just, you know, having super sensitive skin, those skin sprays are soothing and they are a game changer for some of us. So moving on. I used up this little clinical strength secrets. It's kind of, the only thing I don't love is I've always had like a powder, what I'm trying to say, this solid. This is not solid. This is a cream that comes up and then, so what I have to do is like pull everything down because all of my tank tops and bras, they go all the way up into my armpit. Well, this leaves like a little deodorant sauce under there that you got to let dry. Now, I will say this is a very good working product because I'm chasing around little kiddos all day and I never feel like I'm overly sweaty or anything, but it's just that drying process. So that's if you like that. But the clinical strength part, I do believe, because I usually just use like Dove powder or whatever. And most days it works, but every once in a while I'm like, oh, I didn't get enough of that, you know, up in there because I'm feeling like sweaty and gross. Every day I used it, I didn't feel sweaty and gross. So I do recommend it and I may pick it up in the future, but that whole dry down part, I'm never giving myself enough time for that. So I had like white stuff all the time because then I would move everything back up. It wasn't dry yet. So then I didn't love that part. So I'm not rushing to buy it, but the formula itself is really good. I just didn't like the whole like paste look on my tank tops. I always wear like a tank top between like my shirt and stuff just because I worked with children for so long. You have to have something, some kind of barrier between your skin and them and more than one shirt. I promise you, it's like setting yourself up for failure. Moving on. So I used up again, in the quest to get my skin to stop feeling like it was creepy. I used a couple of hair masks up. So the Brojo Be Gentle, Be Kind Avocado and Kiwi Mega Moisture. This was awesome and it smells really good. It just has a nice fruity scent, but this was something that really kind of actually made me feel like a little moisture had gotten up onto my scalp. Sorry, these aren't really focusing super great, but it looks just like that if you want to pick up, and you can see like my hair and crusty stuff on there. It was really, really good. I like that. I always liked Brojo products for my hair because I just kind of have, you know, scalp dryness and then oily hair easily. That's why I can't do the like 6 days that some people can do between showers, but I digress. So I'm so surprised I have this many things to talk about. Peach and Lily Pure Peach Retinol Eye Cream. This was amazing. I love everything from Peach and Lily. This is a very thin consistency. So you need a dot and it will last, it will cover everything from one corner of your eye to another in like a deep way. So you can get a month out of this product. This was a sample that I got just for ordering something on Ulta. But if you were to order, that's what I'm saying, they're worth their money because if you get their little tube for $20, I bet you that lasts you 6 months. And I really felt like this kept, I think it was that like, it's brightening and tightening. Like I felt like when I'd apply makeup under my eyes, it looked better after I used this product. So I will repurchase this. I just have a couple other eye creams I want to get through first. This is another skincare brand I can't say enough good things about. I will try to keep this brief. It's Origins Drink Up Intensive Overnight Moisture. This is so moisturizing. You kind of look like, when you put on just a couple drops, you look like Mrs. Doubtfire from when she puts her face in the cake. But like, then it soaks up into your skin and you have like this plump, amazing skin. I overtouched my skin, by the way. But this is what it's called, Drink Up Intensive. I really like this brand. They do have a little bit of a fragrance. So if you're like not that person, you want to stay away from them because almost every product has its own little fragrance. There's a citrusy one, the Nitamins maybe. But yeah, this one's not too bad. But they do have fragrance in their products. Whereas like I don't really get that from a lot of other brands. And I think my skin is sensitive. Oh, I'm so sad to see this go, but I have a backup, so we're okay. This is the Tower 28 Save Your Skin Daily Rescue Facial Spray. I cannot say enough good things about this. I don't know what even to tell you because I'm not even sure what the magic is in this product, but this is something that like I will never not have. So yes, it's a repurchase. I did not really start needing this. It was something that if I got in like a subscription box, I was like, oh, cool, whatever. I'll put it in my little tray and we'll see if I ever use it. Well, then once we started masking up, I started seeing the need for something to spray on my skin to protect it, to lock in some moisture. And like I said, it kind of gives it like a cleanse, you know, almost like, I don't want to say like hand sanitizer for your face, but that kind of idea where it's like cleaning that area that's getting a lot of bacteria. You know, your skin takes in and lets things out. So it is not like a one way. And so this is just a game changer for me. I used to suffer from a lot of like all the time acne. Now you still see some redness and things and like, you know, that will happen. But this really, I mean, I couldn't even have shown you guys my skin before I started using these on a regular basis. So this is like 20 bucks on Sephora. Tower 28 has a lot of fun makeup too. I could do a whole video, but this I definitely recommend. And they even have a giant one that you can refill this for, and I'm sure over time that would save you a lot of money. But I use this several times a day, spray the inside of my mask, and yeah, that's all I have to say. It's a definite repurchase. I'll never not have that. Okay, I used up another. I was just like sample palooza this month. This is the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Boom Boom Cream. If you know, you know. This smells like pistachio, almonds, a little vanilla. I love this so much. It's like at the beach from Bath & Body Works, but like way heightened. This is way stronger, way more intense, and lasts a lot longer. It's so good. So I would repurchase this, but I have a little bit of body care already. But anytime I can get this for free, like this was probably a birthday gift, I think, from Sephora. I will always pick it up because I love it so much. Okay, a couple more samples. These came with my goodies from my buddies here on YouTube. Thank you guys again and again and again. So this was the Let the Good Times Roll Face and Body Cleanser. Smelled amazing. Smelled like I was making a cinnamon roll on my face. And I just want to let everyone know that I'm okay with that if it wasn't going to break me out. But it was like crumbly bits, so I couldn't really figure out if I needed to add more water or what. But this is what the little container looks like. So if you've ever tried, I'm sorry, it's so not focusing. Focus here. Let me get over my face. Hopefully that focused for you guys. I don't know. I film with my phone. But let's let the Good Times Roll. It just was like really crumbly, so I couldn't figure out how to make it a face wash. But this right here, this is Pansy, the body lotion. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I thought it was floral and oh, look, I have a little bit left. I didn't realize I didn't look at the cap. This is gone, but this is so like floral, but with a hint of like cinnamon sugar. I love this. And so, yeah, I would definitely repurchase that in a bigger size. But it was fun to have as a sample, and it lasted me a little bit because they have a very moisturizing formula. It lasts, like I can feel my skin like almost Vaseline consistency, but like with a scent. Very, very nice. So those are gone. And then, oh my gosh, you guys, we're almost to the Bath & Body Works stuff. I used up 2 more tiny little Tree Hut scrubs, Sugar Plum Berries and Pink Champagne. I really liked Sugar Plum Berries. I loved this little set I got from Ulta for Christmas night. I don't know, Amanda. And this lasted a good solid couple of weeks. So this was perfect for this time. Pink Champagne is not very scented. It's very light. But it has like a nice little sweet scent to it. But these worked perfectly. Like I said, I was able to get through them super like quickly so that I could move on to something else, which I was a fan of. I totally forgot to share these. I was going to insert this somewhere. I used up a bunch of wax melts that I had made myself. I call it Franken melting. So this was monkey bread, and I won't read you all the different mixtures, but if this is something that interests you, let me know. I'll definitely do another video on it. This was watermelon cotton candy, and like what I do is I'll mix 1 watermelon buttercream with 2 parts cotton candy. I put 3 cubes into my warmer type of thing. This was a banana nut bread. So I had like banana pudding, baked bread, and another one from the Adulting Candle Company on there. At the festival, so cotton candy, vacation, caramel apple. And then this one was called brunch, and it was just 2 cubes of watermelon and 2 mimosa. So I'm gonna insert this and then we'll go back into the Bath & Body Works stuff. Thanks guys. We are finally to the Bath & Body Works. I'm glad now I didn't do my wall plugs because those sometimes take the longest part of the video. Okay, so let's show you hand soaps. I went through a winter candy apple. I went through a twisted peppermint. I really do like twisted peppermint this time of year. I won't read notes or anything because this video is already super long. I went through a peppermint sugar cookie. Loved this. This one is just, you know, I don't want to read the notes, but super good cookie with a little bit of candy cane crunch. But obviously I had a theme this month. My favorite soap was this one. I looked high and low during SAS to find this again. It's crushed candy cane. And I don't know what the magic was here. It's just kind of a little mix of peppermint sugar cookie and twisted peppermint. I use winter candy apple in Aiden's bathroom because I don't really use that bathroom. I can't even get it open, but I loved this packaging. I just loved this, and I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it all of SAS because I was going to get a couple more just because I like it. Secretly, I would use peppermint all year. Okay, so I used up 2 body creams. I used up a Sunshine Mimosa. I loved this packaging, by the way, and now they brought it out in faceted. I do not love it, so I will not repurchase it in that, but I do have a outlet trip plan in a couple of weeks to go back and see what happened after semi-annual sale. And if they have one of these, I might pick up another one. I know that's not what Project Use It Up is for. Use it to buy it again, but it's one of those things. I don't cut them, and I absolutely could. And I do feel like I could probably get another couple uses out of here. But I just have so much that I feel like once my lotions are down to this, I'm good. Like, you can even see, like, there's that. Maybe. I don't see, the hardest I squeeze, I don't even get nothing to even come out to the top. So I think we're good, but I liked this one. I just don't like the new packaging. So I recommend it for a summer scent. This wasn't my favorite by any means. I don't need to rush out and buy it, but I'm just saying if I go to that store and these are on the $2 table, I don't know what's going to happen. Okay, use of this. This is from Ecology. Oops, it was in the Bath and Body Works stuff. This is sweet apple cider. This has notes of, I thought they were on the back. No, they weren't. I really thought they did include these on here, but it was just like a really sweet apple, really tart sweet apple. And again, I don't cut up my body creams. I totally get that if you're just like, I want to use up every little bit. But like when I squeeze this, I don't get anything out. Oh, that's the lid. I really don't. So I think I'm good. I don't want to cut it and just deal with all that. So this is used. Okay, so I used up 3 shower gels. These are not Christmas themed, I know, but these are the things I had in my shower and things that were like, you know, down to here and I needed to use up. Grapefruit Frosé. This is sparkling grapefruit frozen rosé and sunsplash sugar. I really think this was my favorite scent that came out with Berry Waffle Cone. I liked it a lot, but it makes sense if you listen to me talk. I love bubbly rosé. I like all the champagne toast. So grapefruit frosé just like fit in. She's invited to the party. I used up my first pink watermelon shower gel. This is juicy watermelon, pink petals, and dewy aloe. I love it. Oh, it's so good. I just love it. And then I used up this. This is Vanilla Bean Noel. It was a confetti moisturizing body wash from 2020, I think. And again, I liked the idea of the confetti in there, but it didn't exfoliate anything. It just kind of left little confetti bits all over, which was fine because I don't mind to clean my shower. But if it doesn't do anything, like I have to clean up my tree cut scrubs, but I do feel like it exfoliates the parts of my body I use it on. When it doesn't, I'm just like, I just have to clean you up. But I will say that this one gave me a little something. And, you know, it was easy to use up because I could just use this for like shaving lotion too and do all the things. So that was my last product. So that is it. That is all for our January empties. Let me know down below how you're doing on your project. Use it up. That's not what all of these were from, but I do want to kind of remind you that we're still working on that, and I'm going to bring you a video probably next week, just updating you on my product progress. I try to talk faster than I can even talk. And then, so I'm going to bring you a video next week on my product progress from my project Use It Up that we're doing all together, and just show you where I'm at with that, how much I have left to use by March. And then let me know down below what other things you've been using and loving. It could be candles. I do those separate, but or this video would literally be an hour long if I shared all the candles I burnt through. Other than that, thank you guys so much for being here, and thank you so much for, you know, liking and commenting on this video and subscribing. I appreciate all of you so much. January was a good month. I really did have a good month. And I can't wait to see what we do in the month of love, February. So I will see you guys in a video very soon. Take care. Bye.